Boys and girls, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last episode, we explored a little bit more around the wasteland, and we ended up at Camp Guardian, and I did Camp Guardian's little side quest that's unmarked, where you basically have to go save Private Halford and kill everything in the cave and just help him get out. It's an unmarked quest, you don't get anything for doing it other than the sense of pride. And then Private Halford ran back to California because he's tired of the government not caring about him. Relatable. We left off at Camp McCarran because I wanted to see if Colonel Shu had any unique dialogue regarding Camp Guardian, but nah, he doesn't care. And I guess that's pretty much the entire storyline of that little plot. But since we're here, I need to do some trading, and the only trader I'm aware of is Private Contreras, which I think the quickest way to get hit to him is to run across the tarmac and go in the back door. Over here. Hopefully he's still here. I don't think I snitched on him.
Evening.
Oh, sorry, you're a sergeant. My apologies, Sergeant Daniel Contreras. Let's talk.
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier. Take your pick.
Alright, he has 8,000 caps. Goody goody. You can have my Fat Man. As much fun as it would be to keep this in my inventory, one, I only picked it up in Lonesome Road to kill Rar, the special Deathclaw, and it weighs 30 pounds, so he can have that. He can also have the flare gun, because I'm never going to use this again. I didn't want to pick up these frag mines, they're all yours. You can have Old Glory, because I'm not a melee character, and that's also 8 pounds. I'll keep Red Glare, because it's annoying in the funniest way. And then you can have that sniper rifle. And for what it's worth, you can have the BB gun. You can have the riot gear, and you can have Ulysses' stuff, because I don't want it. And I'm pretty sure I also have duplicates of it. And then I will spare you from the rest of my trading, but I will show you what I get if I get anything interesting. He has a star bottle cap in his inventory you can buy for 1 cap, so if you're somebody that's struggling to get the 50 you need for the Legend of the Star, here's one for free-ish. He doesn't really have a lot. He has a decent amount of ammo, but it's only for like 1 gun that I use. I'll just buy his 308 ammo. That's a fair trade.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Was that option there before? What kind of supplies do you have in mind?
Are you implying I have some kind of secret under-the-table stash I only offer to certain clients? Because that could get a man in trouble.
I can be pretty resourceful. Perhaps we could work out a deal.
Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash, and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else.
I didn't know he would give me work. What do you need done?
Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes.
Okay.
Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I had actually, I did not know that he had a quest. I don't think it's a marked quest. I think it's just kind of like a do it if you remember to do it. Yeah, it's not in my quest log. It's just a do it if you remember to do it thing, but sure, I'll do it. Not what I had planned to do today, but I'll go do it. Isaac's right here, so what's up, bro?
Can I help you?
Contreras sent me Camp McCarran needs more guns and ammo.
Shit, is he serious? The 25% increase in weapons is doable, but a 50% increase in ammunition is nuts. Just don't have the supplies on hand to meet that kind of demand for new weapons.
There is a speech check, but I'm curious to see what the supplies would be and how we would get them.
Well, I guess so. Look, we just need metal, and lots of it. We can handle the weapons, but we just need extra scrap to melt down for the bullets. I'll give you some caps for each piece of metal you bring me. Anything like scrap, cans, or any basic junk made of metal will do. I'll need at least 100 pieces to have enough for the bullets. I'll cash in whatever you got until we have enough. Good luck.
Yeah, 100 scrap.
Alright. Thanks. Alright. Well.
Damn, I should have done the other thing. I should have speech checked. Damn. Scrap metal. Or things made of metal. I mean, I could do it legitimately. I could also console command in all the metal I would need. And if that's what happens, you'll have to forgive me. Especially considering there isn't, like, a breakdown mechanic in this game, I don't think. Like in Fallout 4, which admittedly right now would be super dope. Because now that I'm looking for scrap metal, I'm noticing that there is a distinct lack of things made of metal in this world. Alright, Blake, let's chat. You have stuff that's useless. I'll buy things that I think have metal in them. The option to reload the save. You're still here. Why are you still here? Who are you? You're a guard. You should be gone.
I hear the cons won't trouble us anymore.
I don't know about that. They haven't left yet. Do you have anything to say?
Welcome back.
No, you don't know anything. I spawned in using console commands 95 scrap metal because I'm impatient, so we're gonna come back here, we're gonna wait for Isaac. I should have just taken the speech check, but I did it the hard way and then I decided that was too hard and cheated. Someone's gonna be mad about that. We'll get over it, I promise. Just stand out here in the open for 13 hours and wait for Isaac. He's not here. Maybe he died. I'm gonna drop the scrap metal in this trash can, fast travel away, and then come back and hope that he's here. Nope, he still is not here. That makes me uncomfortable. He lives over here, so let's go see if he's over here. As long as I find him, that's all that matters. He's not in his house. That is Isaac's house. Bro, Isaac's gone missing. Unless I walked by him on the way over to his house. This is gonna be awkward if... Oh, he's over there now. Dude, okay. I just got pranked. For some reason, now Isaac is at the gun runners. So, give me all of that. Over encumbered, but let's have a chat, Isaac.
Can I help you?
I have scrap.
All right, which...
Scrap metal.
Thanks.
95 removed. You have enough?
Looks like that last bit you brought me was enough to fill the quota.
Dope.
Here are the caps I promised you. Make sure to let Contreras know the extra guns and ammo will be in the next shipment.
200 bottle caps for that much is crazy, but hey. All your dialogue with me reset, which means we either haven't talked in this universe, or something I did reset the dialogue. Sorry, let's go back to Camp McCarran. And, nope, this is the best way to do it. There's no inside checkpoint. Gotta go through the main gate, through the main terminal. Oh, look at all this scrap metal and stuff that I dropped at some point. I could've used that. Funny. Anyway. Then out these shutter doors, or alternatively, you could go through the concourse and accomplish the same thing, but I like going this way, it is quicker. And then I guess we talk to Contreras and see what that does. Alright, where are you at, bro? Upstairs? Damn, they got you isolated as hell back here. What up, though?
So you're back.
Isaac said they'll have the extra guns and ammos in the next shipment.
Very professional. I like that. Maybe you can handle something bigger.
Maybe I can. That's it? A few caps and another errand? Now, what's the job?
Great. The Crimson Caravan has something ready for me. Look for Blake and let him know you're picking up Contreras' medical supplies.
Sounds simple enough. I'll get right on it.
Thanks. Don't come back until you have it. Crimson Caravan is just northeast of the Gunrunners. Blake's usually in the main office.
That is not true. Blake is, like, literally always out by his little trading post. But, alright. Fast travel. What? That's not right. I guess it is right. I guess Camp McCarran is that big. Because there's the terminal building. That's crazy. Never realized how big Camp McCarran technically was on paper, but, we need to go to the Crimson Caravan Company, go through a load zone to get to a load zone, and then go talk to Blake, who is definitely not in the main office.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell?
Contreras sent me for some medical supplies.
Here you go. Let him know he needs to make another payment if he wants more of this stuff.
Is there something special about these supplies?
Need anything?
I misclicked. Alright, let's reload that checkpoint. Because I'm stupid.
Here you go.
Alright, let's try again.
Well, painkillers are easy to come by, but it isn't easy finding iodine, allergy meds, and a few of these other items. Why do you ask?
There's a science 25 or a medicine 25. You can pass either. I'll just go with the medicine check.
Really? Huh. Never thought of that. The Crimson Caravan isn't really in the drug business.
Well, Blake, you are now if there's an investigation, but I have nothing else to tell you, so goodbye.
See ya.
And then this is technically outside, so we can just fast travel back to Camp McCarran and then go through 3 load zones? 1 load zone? 4 load zones, actually. I said it about the strip. I feel like the strip is more egregious because it's where you have to do main quest stuff, but my overall problem with New Vegas about having to go through load zones, to go through load zones, to go through load zones to get the places, is definitely my biggest complaint. Like, after you fix the game with the unofficial patches and all the mods you need to install to make the game just work, which sounds dumb, but once you do that, because it's not hard to do at all, the biggest issue with New Vegas is definitely the load zones, which, to be fair, there are mods that eliminate some of the load zones, but you get my point. Alright, Contreras, we're gonna have to have a chat, I think.
So you're back.
We are way too close. Hey, these medical supplies look like chem ingredients.
Really? I never noticed that. I'm just following orders here, moving supplies as needed.
I guess I have to believe you. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna snitch on them.
Good. Does that mean you have those supplies?
Here are the medical supplies from Blake.
See, you're practically stealing caps from me.
Not really.
So easy. There's one more job. It's a little more complicated, but I think you're up to it. I need to get some stuff sorted around. Gonna take me a day or two, so just stop back in a few days.
Shoot, are you ready?
Well, I'm not.
Okay. So, with that said, I'm gonna wait in his room. Alright, we waited 2 days. Let's talk.
So you're back.
Ready for the next task.
All right. I need you to pass something off to a merchant. The guy's name is Price. The exchange goes down at Miguel's pawn shop in Westside. This next bit is very important. He's paranoid, maybe a little schizo. You have to identify yourself with a passcode or he'll shoot you right there. Just tell him you're looking for some betting advice. Then he'll say the surest move is to bet on the house.
Does it mean anything?
Yeah, it means you don't get shot.
I'll keep that in mind.
Be sure you do. If you get this last job done, full access to my stash. At a discount even, just because I like you. Get moving, watch out for raiders, and do not lose that package. Good luck.
Feel like that is foreshadowing. I think it's funny how I unknowingly said that his inventory didn't have anything, and this quest line will expand his inventory. Like, I literally did not know that would be a thing. You'll have to believe me, I promise. I would have no reason to lie about not knowing stuff in New Vegas. So, West Side. Oh, I can just go to Miguel's pawn shop. Alright, bet. Okay, is he in... Was he inside? This guy? Who's Keller? I mean, is it you?
What do you want?
Oh, is that who we're looking for? Alright, so the dude I'm looking for isn't here, but I can ask this guy about him.
What do you want? We work together. I'm handling his deliveries for the moment while he handles a business opportunity that came up.
I'm looking for some betting advice.
What? Look, do you have something to drop off or not?
Perception 7. Come on, guy. You're no merchant. You've got Ranger all over you.
What? How the hell did you figure that out?
The haircut. The way you stand your weapon, even your armor, is fitted in a military fashion.
Hell. Thought I'd done a better job than that. Well, if that's how it is, you can call me Ranger Keller. Price is in deep with the NCR for supplying drug ingredients to the local gangs. He's currently being held for questioning. What is your business with Price?
Speech 70. Nothing. I was just told he was a local merchant I should check out.
All right. If you hear anything, report it to myself or Lieutenant Boyd immediately. We need to track down his source.
What the hell does that mean for me? Excuse you, Miguel. You see, it's not a quest, so there's nothing that pops up giving you suggestions. But if he's in holding, and they said Lieutenant Boyd, That means Camp McCarran holding cells. Also, like, by this point in the game, that Ranger Keller guy should definitely know who I am based on everything I've done for the NCR. But, sure. Not everybody knows everybody, absolutely, so whatever. I'll buy it. So what are my options then? Because I can't go back to Contreras, can I? Let's go to the holding cells, which are upstairs, and see if there's anything that can be done. If we're lucky, maybe so. That's the Legion, dude. There's nobody in these cells. So, like, if I go back to Contreras, what happens? Alright, he's asleep. Let's talk, though, bro.
Hello. So you're back.
Price is being held by the NCR. A ranger replaced him.
Ah, shit. Well, please tell me you didn't hand him the package.
And Contreras the package, and but he is definitely looking for you.
Thank God. You're gonna need to take him out. If McCarran hears I've been selling contraband, we're both dead.
My barter sucks, so those options are off the table, but if you had barter, you could use those. I could pass the speech check, or you could kill him. I don't want to kill him, because I'm pretty sure if I kill him, that's going to hurt my reputation with the NCR, which I don't want to do, because this is the save that's going to lead into my endgame with the NCR. So, speech 80. We don't have to kill him, you could work with him and make caps.
That might just work. Tell him I'll cut him in on a bit of the profit and help him track down drug dealers if he'll give me a pass. The last thing I need is a do-gooder ranger trying to take me down.
So, where does that put Ranger Keller? Again, like, there's no quest markers, there's no quest things that pop up and tell you what to do. I'm assuming he's still at Miguel's pawn shop, which is closed at nighttime, I think, so I might have to wait. Oh, no, it's still open.
We don't need the NCR.
I didn't ask. Alright.
What do you want?
Contreras would like to work with you. I mean, okay, just throw him under the bus. That way, if this guy doesn't want the deal, Contreras gets busted.
Really now? We had our suspicions about that man, but he's got so many shipments going so many different directions, it's been hard to track. What exactly is his offer? Does he realize bribing a ranger is a hanging offense?
That is a bit dramatic, I think. The only options we have are a speech check or killing him. So speech 80, don't charge him and he'll help you take down the local dealers.
He has himself a deal. However, if he tries to run or he continues to deal strategic assets with enemies, he's a dead man. Tell Contreras to expect to see me around more often. He better have a new bit of information when I stop in or I'm reporting his ass to Boyd.
I don't think that was the deal that Contreras wanted me to tell him, but that's the deal that he interpreted. Okay, whatever. It's better than killing him, so once more under the breach, go through 5 million load zones to get back to Contreras.
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before, but I've heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
Why are you named?
Hey, can't you see I'm busy here? Nah, I'm just kidding. This has to be the most worthless patrol duty on the whole base. They never attack this gate. They just put me back here because they don't think I can handle anything else.
Alright, later.
Catch you later.
There's also not a gate back here. Like, that's just a wall. Anyway, Contreras is still sleeping, so let's go check. Oh no, he's awake. What's up?
So you're back.
I convinced the ranger to work with you. You're safe, but be careful.
Good to hear. Well, I'd say you're officially invited to the big kid's table now. My stash is your stash. Oh, and I think you might get more use out of this rifle than I ever will. Enjoy.
This machine. I'll take a look at that after I check his inventory. What is open? Because, like, the last time I looked, he didn't have much. He still doesn't have much. The best part of his inventory is definitely his armor selection. His aid section definitely expanded because we got him drugs. And then he's not selling anything else ammo-wise. So nothing really changed other than the aid section.
Bye.
Alright, good talk. Let me check out this machine. What gun is that? Oh, it's an M1 Garand. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, it's one of those things where I have no reason to lie to you about stuff in New Vegas. I did not know this was the reward for this little sequence of events. So, I don't know if the NCR people are going to get mad at me for desk popping, but... Nah, they don't care. Alright, let's hear it. That is so less satisfying than it is in, like, Medal of Honor and Call of Duty. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so that's how you get this machine. Good to know. And then one last thing before I say goodbye. I want to see what the guy on top in charge is doing. I want to talk to him. Alright, bro. Can we talk? Who are you? Drill Sergeant.
I really hope General Oliver has a...
Sound off like you've got a pair!
We should be taking the fight to the Legion, not waiting for him to pick us apart.
Entirely different cadences, entirely different decibel levels. Fantastic. Alright, though. That was another unexpected trip that appears to be a trend happening in New Vegas the last few episodes for me, so I promise, next episode I'm going to tell you what we're doing right now, and the next episode we'll actually do it. We're going to try to do Raoul's companion quest, if I haven't already done it, which I don't think I have, but, next episode we'll try to complete that. So until then, hope you guys enjoyed, talk to you then, and a pizza.